So previously we added a new column called city to our database using entity framework. But one thing we noticed over here is that the city column has a data type of varchar max, which is probably not something we want. So how do we force a data type change using entity framework? So here, as you can see, this is our class over here, student class, and you can see our city column is over here, and we're using this string data type. So what we can do is we can use something called data annotations. And the way data annotation work is just above the field name that we want to apply a certain condition. So in this example, we want to change the maximum number of characters allowed in the database. We can access a data annotation attribute here. So this attribute max length, and in the parentheses, we can specify what length. So what we want to do is we want to add in a length of 100. And what this will do is it will amend the column if we add it through the migration. So the very first time we add it, that's fine. It will just specify that length. So if we look at a previous migration that we added, you can see the data type it went for was varchar max. So what we can do is we can add in a new migration now. So we're going to bring up our terminal by going to view and then terminal. You have to use the terminal for this because we are trying to add a migration, and this is the only way to do it. So we're going to change the folder to our project folder over here. So once we are in the project folder for this application, console1 application. So now we're going to add this migration called reduce city length using this command. So we're going to press enter. So now that the migration has been added, let's have a look at our migration folder over here. And in here, you can see we have reduce city length, and this migration, you can see its up method over here is issuing an order statement. So you can see the order data type was varchar max, and this time we're changing it to varchar 100, and the old one was nullable and the new one is also nullable. And you can see the down method, which is to downgrade back to its original state, which is basically reversing the parameters over here. So we're changing varchar max over here, whereas previously it was varchar 100, because this would have, if this is applied, then we want to downgrade. So we want to go back to the state that we were in. So just before we apply it, you can see it's varchar max over here. Using the terminal, we are going to run the following command, and you can see our command has finished running. And if we go over to our database, and now if I click on the refresh button, and you can see the length has now changed to 100 over here. So in summary, you can see that by using the max length data annotation attribute, we can change the property city, and the data type is then limited to 100 characters, and it uses varchar 100 in the database.